We'll bring the Stigler Board of Education regular meeting to order on Monday, October 14th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. Members present are David, Kenny, Jennifer, and Susie. This time we move on to the Pledge of Allegiance and a prayer by Hayden Hatfield.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you'll bow your heads. Dear God, thank you for bringing us here today. Please guide us in making the best decisions for our school. Help us work well together and do what's best for everyone. And keep our schools safe and bless all of our efforts. Through your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Well done.
Thank you, Hayden.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hayden, get you a cookie if you
Yeah, you
want
want a
one.
cookie?
There you go.
Okay, at this time we move on to the approval of the minutes from number 1, our regular meeting on September the 9th, 2024, and our special meeting, number 2, our special meeting on September 13th, 2024.
Changes? Make a motion to approve minutes.
I'll second. Motion made by Kenny, seconded by Jennifer, to approve the minutes of the regular meeting on September 9th and the special meeting on September 13th of 2024. Kenny?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. This time we move on to approval of encumbrances.
Okay. I'll go there on PO 198. That's the first one. That's for the new water gauges and internal pipe inspections for our fire suppression system. 199 is for our cognitive tests. 201 is our speech services for total rehab. We contract that out. 205 is for just regular copy paper. 212, that is for our network, all our necessary network equipment and cabling for the new construction, and that's 20% of the actual cost. E-rate picks up the other 80%. So that's our 20%. Really, that's kind of the main one. So that big one, just that speech. Next page, we have just payroll encumbrances for our employees we hired last month. On the next page, PO 80110, that is a stipend we pay from for literacy corps, and that's through the grade school teachers, and that's paid for by the State Department. And the next one, child nutrition, PO 19, that's some basic supplies through Quill. And then POs 90012 and 90013 are blanket encumbrances for subs for the middle school and the grade school cafeteria. And those are our encumbrances. Make a motion we approve the encumbrances.
I'll second. Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer to approve the encumbrances that's listed. David?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Kenny?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Other financial reports.
Okay.
She said yes, didn't she?
Okay, remember last month we kind of switched it up a little bit. Kind of just overall the 5-year plan. And if you look, our bills are down a little bit, about 48,000 down. But like I said, it just varies from month to month what we pay and what we don't pay. So it's not really anything significant, just different things. Our payroll's down quite a bit, but if you remember last year we did our 7% support stipend. So that's, now it's in their pay, so it'll eventually we'll catch back up, but that's why that's down. So overall from we're down about 83,000 overall from last year. But as you can see, this is our subtotal from the past 5 years. We're kind of right in line with what we have been. So I think everything's going pretty well. Our next one, you can see where we are in our general fund. We're very healthy there, but when I tell you the numbers on our first quarter report, you'll see we need to keep that healthy as long as we can. Building fund, last month we were down. I think last month it was at we were at about 1.3 million, so now we're back up to 1.9. But you can see we got our money back. We're at 2.6, and then we have more bills this month, 617. So we're in good shape. We have about 98,000 left of ESSER to spend. And then we'll be, basically we'll have about that in our building fund. Our portion, if you remember, was about 1.7 million. So that's gonna put us about 9 million total. We haven't got, that's not including anything we get this year. Last year we got about 600,000 total for building fund. I think we'll be pretty close to that. So that will put us, at the end of the year, we should be about 1.5.
The ESSER money, the 98,000.
Yeah.
Is that to spend on the building?
Right,
Is
then we'll be done. We'll be done with our,
Do we have that? Do we have it for something? Or are we?
well, it's
Is it
just,
allocated
it's our
for-
next, yeah, it's our
Okay,
next.
okay. So it's to finish.
It's just our next bill. Our
Okay.
next bill will cover it, because this
Okay.
last one was 617, and our next one will be done with
Wipe
ESSER.
that out.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, that's a
We're
relief.
good, but
Yeah,
then we'll
it's a
be,
good thing
then
to
we're gonna
have.
be into this, but we know where we are, and I think
Mhm.
everything's gonna be fine.
And we
Child
spend it
nutrition,
wisely.
we're still doing pretty good. This year we have a lot of free, 96% free at kindergarten and middle school, so that's gonna be great. We'll build that back up. So overall, I think we're in good shape. And that is the other financial reports.
Very good shape. Good job. Okay. This time we move on to public comment. The Board of Education invites public comment at this point in the regular meeting. A, comments concerning agenda items in accordance with policy BED-R. No one present for that. Information items. A, superintendent's report.
Okay. Friday was the last of our first 9 weeks, so, this year's already really moving along pretty good. Kind of what I talked about, how we're healthy, but, October's our first quarter statistical report. Last year at this time, we were at 1,221 students. This year we're at 1,137. We're down about 83 students, and so that's gonna have a big effect next year.
Is it one grade or is it?
Well, it's not
scattered?
really. We lost a big senior class and just,
Yeah.
10 here. They lost about 10 in the senior class. They go into the EPIC, different things like that, and they kind of move around. But I think really it's more that population just going down. Our grade school's not, we're averaging 80, 82. And then really, second grade has 52 kids. That's a big, I don't know what happened, whatever, they're old, but there's just not that many kids. So
How many do we have that go to EPIC that come back, do you think?
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
We have about 50 right now that are transferred to EPIC, but they come back
Do they-
toward the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Do they,
They do.
and stay? Or do they go back, kind of back and forth?
Back and forth. A lot of that's, and it's kind of a trend, and it's not, a lot of we have kids, doing our virtual that they kind of work and they do that virtual, but, we're at a point where you don't really want to, like for our side of things, I think it'd be better if we didn't have it at all. Honestly, it'd be better for the kids.
Yeah.
But we're going to lose them to EPIC, which I think we do a better job than they do. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a hard something we're going to have to figure out in the next couple of years because virtual I don't think's a really good deal for kids.
How does that, our virtual impact with the homeschooling? Does it have any?
Now some actually homeschool, the actual homeschool, their homeschool curriculum, but a lot of them say they're taking them. They just go to EPIC, does their
So if they-
curriculum, I guess I'd say.
They could go to our virtual
Right. And
instead of going to Epic.
then that's what we're trying.
And so, yeah, do we try to steer them that way? and
We
they
do
still go
because
to
it makes it so much easier when they come back.
Okay.
That's the big thing. When they come back, we have them prepared. We kind of know where they're at instead
Yeah,
of.
okay.
Well, what would make them go to Epic other than go to ours? Is there some kind of a,
Just a decision, a
just-
difference
just-
in,
yeah, I don't know.
Percentage on the school, the new school, where are we at, a percentage-wise, 60%, 70%? Does they give you any numbers on that?
I've got, and you're going to jump past my.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, no, no.
plan.
you
No,
go
it's
ahead.
fine.
No, go ahead, I'm sorry. I'm
is that in your
sorry.
superintendent's report?
It is.
Okay,
It
well,
is.
let's just wait then, let's just wait.
It
We're
is.
good.
But, yeah, we're going to get through the bad stuff
Yeah.
first. We got that out of the way. Let's see. Okay, softball. We finished the season last Wednesday, 23-11. They had a great year. Made it super regionals. Of course, we wanted to go to state, but they played well. And then Broken Bow, they got a draw. They beat them. They split with them in the regular season. But Broken Bow got them. They're a good team. But kids played well. Regional one-act play competition is tomorrow at Oolaga. Yesterday afternoon, they did the play up at the high school and did a great job. They did a really good job. So we're looking forward to tomorrow and hoping we can make it to the state. Stigler Band performed in 3 contests so far. They were 7th place at Eufaula, 1st place at Shakota, and 9th place at Beggs. And their regional competition is this Wednesday in McAllister. I think we perform about, I want to say about 1:30, something like that. Okay, great school building projects going well. Made a lot of progress past month, and I've got a copy of the. John, you can get a copy if you want to. It's hard to read. You're gonna have your reading glasses on there. At least I do. Here, let's see what we'll talk about. But you can kind of, this is the overall from when it started and kind of to where we are now. It doesn't really have an overall like project completion, like 70% or whatever, but it kind of shows you, this was on October 7th. That line at the top kind of shows you where we are. Kind of really where it's expected to be completed is around the 1st of January.
So the darker line of the blue is that the progress of that individual one, is that correct? I can see it's a little darker there.
Right, I think that's kind of where they're at, so they're
On that
almost.
particular one.
Right, they're coming along where
Okay.
there's, and they, each subcontractor has a date when they're supposed to be finished, and this is what that kind of shows.
So, okay.
So really, right now, we're really right on track to be finished.
But like the sheetrock installation and finishing, it looks like it might be a little bit behind.
Yeah, but I'm not, that's why I'm not sure if that's right, because the sheetrock's quite a ways.
Yeah,
Quite a ways on that.
I'm just trying to
Right,
decipher.
but that blue kind of gives you the idea of when they're supposed to be here.
Right,
and
okay.
so
When they
that's-
started,
Right, when they're
and then
supposed to start, and then
yeah.
the end date's kind of when their contract to be
Yeah.
done with that,
Yeah.
that portion. They're starting the exterior sidewalks and the paving, the parking lot, and they started that kind of today. They kind of cut the street out today, and they're working on the, got all the dirt work pretty well ready. So I think, you know, I don't know how long all that takes to get the concrete here and all that, but I would recommend going through it. It really looks good. It's coming along nicely. But any questions about that? Kind of see it's, can you read that? But
looks good, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
think
does.
timelines are staying in place, so,
yeah, you know, we've had the drought, which is bad for all of us, but good for the building.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's,
started off really wet, but now it's,
right, now we're one more thing, Miss Garment applied for a grant through the Plains Pipeline. That's that company that put the pipeline through our district. And if we did a short presentation on some pipeline safety, which is good, it didn't take, they had like a little book, little picture book they give all the kids, and if we did that, we could apply for a grant. And so we received, today, she found out, got over $17,000 to purchase a new piece of playground equipment. So I'm excited about that.
Yay.
Appreciate their work getting that. So it's a good deal. I don't know if you've been by the middle school with a digital sign, the Jerry Jackson Foundation looks really good.
yeah.
Looks good at night.
So everything, yeah,
Yep.
parent-teacher conference is tomorrow, and looking forward to fall break.
Gosh, I think it's already fall break.
It's, the year's flying by. You know, we're already 6 games done, a football season, 4 games left, so it's just, things are going. Things are going. That is the superintendent's report.
Okay. Did you go over what Kenny was asking?
Yeah, he was over the
Yeah.
grade
yeah,
school.
yeah.
Oh,
where we're at
okay.
in the
Oh,
grade
yeah,
school.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was talking.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the numbers. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
but
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah.
you know, you can kind of see where you're at here on that.
Yeah, I don't have like I say,
Yeah.
we're 70% done, but
Okay. Okay. This time we move on to action topics. Action topic A: public hearing for the purpose of receiving public comment on past and future expenditures and the proposed 24-25 operational budget with board consideration to adopt the 2024 operational budget as presented.
Okay, I recommend the annual operational budget for fiscal year 2025 for your approval. The budget is structure is based on the statutory requirements using the Oklahoma cost accounting system codes. Additionally, the County Excise Board approved the estimate of needs presented last month for the fiscal year 2024. So we developed this budget based on our estimate of needs, and it's organized by project codes for general fund, building fund, child nutrition, and gift fund. The project codes are used to track expenditures by different areas or project. So our budget for this year is very similar to last year, and I would recommend this budget for approval. Are there any questions about any of those different? Really, I think it's pretty much the same as last year. There may be.
Same as the last one we just approved too.
Well, yeah, that was the estimate of needs, but basically this is,
Yeah.
our estimate of needs was for quite a bit more than this. We're not gonna,
Okay.
this is
A bit less than our.
quite a bit less than the estimate. If we spend the estimate of needs, I'm in trouble.
Make a motion to approve the proposed 24-25 operational budget.
Second. I second.
Motion made by Kenny, seconded by David, to accept the proposed 24-25 operational budget for the year 2024 and 25. Kenny?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Okay. Now, where did my page? Sorry. Action topic B, discussion and possible board action to pass the 2025 annual school election resolution.
Okay, we do this each year so we can have a school board election. It gives the dates for the election. Basically, we'll have the primary elections on February 11th, 2025, if 3 or more candidates file for the position. And we'll have a general election on April 1st, 2025, if only 2 candidates for the position, or if no candidate in the primary election receives more than 50% of the votes cast. This election is for board position number 5, that's Jennifer. And the resolution explains the required qualifications for the board position and the voters who are eligible to vote in the election. Filing date is December 2nd through December 4th. That's a Monday through a Wednesday. I would
Make
recommend.
a motion to approve the proposed election for 24-25.
Second.
Motion made by Kenny, seconded by David, to approve the 2025 annual school election resolution, December 2nd through the 4th. Kenny?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic C, consideration of district gifted talented education plan for the 24-25 school year.
Okay, this is similar to last year's plan, outlines basic policies and procedures for our GT program. The basics, there's 2 ways to qualify, top 3% on any national standardized test of intellectual ability, or a student can qualify as intellectually gifted, academically gifted, talented, visual and performing arts, creative thinking, and leadership ability. And recommendations for this program can be made by educators, parents, and advisory council members.
I make a motion to approve the district gifted talented education fund for the 24-25 school year.
I'll second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Jennifer, to approve the district gifted talented education plan for the 24-25 school year. David?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic D, consideration of approval of FFA attending the FFA National Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana on October 24th through the 26th, 2024. Students will fly out of Tulsa Airport and a vehicle will be rented for transportation while in Indianapolis.
Okay, this has allowed FFA to attend the FFA National Convention in Indianapolis. We have 5 students planning to attend. We have 1 student, Rebel Hansen. He's a national finalist for his proficiency. So he's in the top 4 in the nation, and they'll find out if he's a national winner.
Gosh, that's wonderful.
Exciting.
So it's, I remember last year, they took the little minibus, so less time on the road, the better.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's
Sure.
Make a motion to approve allowing the FFA to go to Indianapolis this year in 2024, no, October. I'll get it out in a minute,
A lot of,
yeah.
I'll second.
Motion made by Kenny, seconded by Jennifer, to approve the FFA attending the National Convention in Indianapolis on October 24th through the 26th, 2024. Students will fly out of Tulsa Airport and a vehicle will be rented for transportation while in Indianapolis. Kenny?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Susie, yes. Action topic E, consideration of bid proposals for grade school intercom system.
Okay, this is for a new intercom system at the grade school to replace the outdated system, and it will be installed in the new and the existing classrooms. The lowest bid was JE Systems for the current and the new building. And this will be paid for out of our school security grant funds. We get about 92,000, our SRO is about 62, and so we carried enough over last year, and this year it'll pay for this. That's why instead of doing it last year, we were planning to do it same time we did the middle school, but with a new one, we're just gonna do it all at once, so it's all exactly the same. So that's the plan, and this will be paid for out of our school security grant.
So it's in the new and the old.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a new one for both,
Okay.
all the buildings.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve JE Systems for the grade school intercom system.
I'll second.
Motion made by Kenny, seconded by Jennifer to approve the bid for the grade school intercom system with JE Systems. Kenny,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
and Susie, yes. It's time to move on to executive session. A, proposed executive session to discuss and act upon the following business pursuant to 25 Oklahoma Statute 307B, of the Open Meeting Act. Number one, discussion to employ additional personnel for the 21st century after-school program for the remainder of the 24-25 school year.
Make a motion that we convene into executive session.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by David to convene an executive session at 5:51 p.m. Jennifer,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
and Susie, yes. Seconded by David at 6:04 p.m. to return the board to open session. Kenny,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Susie, yes. Members present during executive session were Kenny Whitson, David Huggins, Jennifer Turner. Superintendent Dr. Tawny Kettles was also present. No motions nor votes were made or taken.
I make a motion that we employ the additional personnel for the 21st century after-school program for the 2024-25 school year as listed.
Second.
Motion made by Jennifer, seconded by David to employ additional personnel for the 21st century after-school program for the remainder of the 24-25 school year. Rebecca Armstrong, Alyssa Buckner, and Lily Monks. Jennifer,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
and Susie, yes. Any new business?
No?
Okay.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by David, seconded by Kenny to adjourn at 6:05 p.m. David,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
and Susie, yes. Next regular meeting, November the 11th, 2024.